If you've ever been jolted awake in the middle of the night by your child's screams of ear pain, you know how utterly heartbreaking and exhausting chronic ear infections can be. You're running to their room, trying everything to comfort them, only to end up at the pediatrician's office the next day with the same recommendation: another round of antibiotics. The cycle feels endless. Temporary relief followed by another infection a few weeks later. And when your pediatrician starts suggesting ear tubes or surgery, it's overwhelming. You're left wondering if there's any other way. What if I told you that 5 out of 6 children will experience at least one ear infection before their 3rd birthday? And for so many, those infections turn into chronic ear and immune challenges that can drag on for years. This video is for the parents who are tired, the ones who've tried everything: antibiotics, ENT visits, ear tubes, but nothing seems to last. If you're looking for a natural drug-free approach that actually addresses the root cause of your child's recurring ear infections, you're in the right place. Let me tell you about Lucas, a little boy whose story might sound all too familiar. Every time Lucas caught a cold, it would turn into another ear infection. At one point, he had had 5 ear infections in just 4 months. His mom told me, "I felt so bad that he would wake up in the middle of the night screaming in pain. Even after antibiotics, it would clear up for a week or 2 and then come right back." After months of back-to-back antibiotics, Lucas' pediatrician recommended an ENT consult for ear tubes. His mom, though, wanted to understand why this kept happening. That's when she found our office. When we ran his insight nervous system scans, his results were lit up in red, showing significant stress and imbalance in the areas that control ear drainage, muscle tone, and immune response. For the first time, his mom understood that Lucas's ear infections weren't random. His body was struggling to communicate and self-regulate. Once we began gentle, neurologically focused chiropractic care to relieve that stress and restore function, something amazing happened. The infections stopped. Lucas hasn't had a single ear infection since. His immune system is stronger, he's sleeping better, eating better, and thriving. So what's really going on here? Why do some kids like Lucas get ear infections over and over again while others barely ever do? Let's break it down. Yes, anatomy plays a role. Kids' eustachian tubes are shorter and more horizontal, which makes it easier for fluid to get trapped. But that alone doesn't explain why some kids have constant infections and others don't. The real issue often lies in subluxation, misalignments in the spine, especially the upper neck, that interfere with the brain's ability to communicate with the body. These misalignments can disrupt the nerves that control the muscles responsible for ear drainage and immune regulation, especially the vagus nerve, one of the most important communication lines between the brain and the body. When those nerves aren't functioning properly, 3 things happen. Drainage gets backed up, inflammation increases, the immune system weakens. That combination creates the perfect environment for ear infections to keep returning. And for many kids, this didn't start overnight. It's part of what we call the perfect storm. This storm begins with early life stressors, things like birth interventions, C-sections, forceps, or vacuum deliveries that can place strain on the neck and nervous system from the very beginning. As your child grows, that stress can build through repeated falls, toxin exposure, emotional stress, and frequent antibiotic use, all of which take a toll on immune function. If the underlying stress isn't addressed, kids get stuck in a pattern. Each infection weakens the system a little more, making the next one even easier to develop. Now, let's talk about why the conventional approach often falls short. Antibiotics are one of the most overprescribed treatments for children. In fact, nearly a quarter of all pediatric antibiotic prescriptions are for ear infections, even though most ear infections are viral and don't respond to antibiotics at all. And even when an infection is bacterial, antibiotics only treat the symptom, the bacteria, not the underlying dysfunction that caused the infection in the first place. That's why so many parents see the same pattern: temporary relief, followed by another infection, another prescription, and often another round of gut and immune disruption. Ear tubes might improve drainage for a while, but again, they don't address the reason why that drainage was impaired in the first place. This is where a neurologically focused chiropractic approach is different. Instead of chasing symptoms, we start by measuring how your child's nervous system is functioning. Using advanced insight scans, we can identify areas of subluxation, stress, and imbalance that conventional approaches often miss completely. Through gentle, specific adjustments, especially to the upper neck and cranial areas, we help restore proper nerve communication. When the nervous system begins to function normally, the body can finally do what it's designed to do. Drain fluid efficiently, reduce inflammation naturally, and mount a strong immune response. The results? Children like Luca finally break the cycle. Their bodies become resilient again, not dependent on medication or surgical intervention. And it doesn't stop there. When the nervous system is functioning optimally, we often see improvements in sleep, mood, focus, digestion, and overall development. Because everything in your child's body is connected through that same system. Just like Lucas's mom, you deserve to feel confident that your child's body can heal and fight illness naturally. You deserve peaceful nights without the fear of another painful wake-up call. And your child deserves to grow, play, and thrive, free from the constant burden of ear infections and medication. At Lighthouse Family Chiropractic, we've helped so many children just like Lucas find lasting relief and restoration through neurologically focused chiropractic care. Our comprehensive assessment includes advanced insight scans to get a clear picture of your child's nervous system and identifying the underlying stress patterns causing those infections. The transformations we see go far beyond ear health. They touch every part of a child's life. If you're ready to stop treating symptoms and start creating true lasting health for your child, click the link in our bio or call our office to schedule a comprehensive assessment. We'd love to help your family break the cycle of chronic ear infections naturally, safely, and for good.